Just making sure I'm all sorted. I think we're ready to go. Hello, good evening, Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations. It's Monday night, that makes it Monday Makes with me. So this evening we're going to go for a little bit of Christmas and a little happy birthday. So my purpose tonight is we're using the Tidings of Christmas Designer Series paper, which obviously Tidings of Christmas, you think, yes, that's for Christmas, but it's not only for Christmas. So we're going to be making a birthday card and a Christmas card from the Tidings of Christmas Designer Series paper. And at the moment, from the 1st of July to the 2nd of August, we have a Designer Series paper sale. Now, when I pop the camera down, I've got to show you what's on sale. So, but yes, I thought I'd take this opportunity to just show you don't have to use it for Christmas. So, if you just bear with me, I shall turn you down, and we shall get started. Okay, just make sure. I'm just hoping the lighting is okay. Just seems very dark again down there, but never mind. We will get sorted. Right. So, I'll just let me, because I think we're a little bit low. Right. So, as I said, the Designer Series paper. There's 9 packs that are on offer. We've got Beauty of the Earth, Bloom Where You're Planted, Hand Penned, which is one of my favourite, In the Wild, Pansy Petals, You're a Peach, and Sweet Symmetry. Those 7 are £9.14 in the sale. They're usually £10.75. They've got 15% off at the moment. So that's those ones. In Good Taste, that is a larger pack. Usually I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8. I think there's 12 sheets in a normal pack. But In Good Taste, I just cannot remember. It doesn't stay on there. Just bear with me. Just let me get my... Just let me double check. I should have double checked this. So my Designer Series paper. So In Good Taste, you get 24 sheets. So 2 each of 12 double-sided designs. So yes, you get more in Good Taste. That's £17 in the on the 15% off. It's usually £20. And then the Tidings of Christmas, which we'll be using tonight. This is a pack of 6x6. So I've put them all down each side. So the ones on the left. So that one and that one, that's the reverse on each sheet as we go down. So there's some really nice designs, but I just thought it'd be a great idea to show you. It isn't just for Christmas. We can use it for any card. So, right, so that is that part. I shall move it out the way. I'll just move those down, but they are really nice. And if I just think on, just to give you the colours that are in there is Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, Misty Moonlight, Sahara Sand, Soft Succulent and Whisper White. So that is the colours in this designer series paper. So I'll just bring these in. So this is a sneak peek of something out the stamp set out the mini catalogue, the new mini catalogue, which goes live, I think it's the 3rd of August. And this one, the sentiment isn't from the stamp set, but the squirrel and the leaves are, and it is nuts about squirrels. It's a 2-stage stamp set and it's so cute. I love it, absolutely love it. So that's one we're going to be using tonight. So that's the thank you card I've made, and I've just left it blank inside with the other squirrel inside. Obviously I've decorated my envelope. This is a birthday card, and these are in the stamp set. So we've got, hey there, hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, happy birthday. So, oh, this one, oh, opens that way. Wishing you every happiness this special day with bring. That's out the Peaceful Moments stamp set, that one. But there's a squirrel again. So that's just to show you, you know, what we can do. And then these are the Christmas cards. So it's all the designer series paper. So it's that Sahara Sand coloured one, and it's got like stars on it, that one. And then that one, that's Sahara Sand, and that one has it's got leaves on the back of that one. So the Christmas one, this has got like little branches with berries. So that's the designer series paper. The stamp set I have used, I've used 2 stamp sets here actually. The sentiment is out of Holly Jolly Wishes, which is a new one in the, which is that one. That's a new one coming out in the mini catalogue. I love the squirrel. Yeah, it's great interlude. And the holly, I'll just find my, it's from this one, which is Christmas season, and it's just got all the foliage. This actually comes with it comes in a suite, and the suite is it comes with 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets, and all the trimmings. But I have only bought, I bought the Christmas season bundle. So that's the stamp set. And if I can pick it up, this is the die set that goes with it. So we've got, so you can cut the holly out, the leaves out. There's a lovely big tag there. And then you'll have to excuse the cat hairs. The cat's been laid on it. I haven't got a magnetic sheet up for it yet. And then you've got, put them on there. So it's a really versatile set. So you've got pine cones, which can cut the pine cones out. And you've got the berries, and then you've got these lovely tags. And also these little tags here, they cut notches out at the end, so you can have ribbon thread through. Same with these are just a little bit deeper if you wanted those sort of on the end here. So yeah, it's quite a good die set. That's Seasonable Label Dies. So the Christmas season and that come as a bundle, or you can buy it in the suite, where you get this stamp set as well, all the greetings, and you get, I didn't get the die set, but it's like more leaves, foliage Christmas foliage, should I say. So but yes, so that's a sneak peek of what we're doing. I'll just pop my things back because I haven't got a lot of room. Yeah, so going back to the card, and then I've used the late oh, what do they call them? I'll tell you in a minute. I just can't think. It's too hot for me. Layering circle dies. That's those dies, and we've used those on that. So you've got a scalloped one at the back, and then a smaller one with the greeting on the front. And then we've die cut the leaves. And then if I can, this is a 10th fold card, and then I've just decorated it with a sentiment from the stamp set we're going to be using tonight, and the holly. So that's inside that one. And then this one, this is the most wonderful time of the year, is from, yeah, it's from the Holly Jolly Wishes sentiment stamp set. And on here I've used the new time worn type embossing folder. I'm going to use that tonight. It's really nice. And then we've used the contour dies for the scalloped rectangle, and then Stitch So Sweetly we've used on here. But I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to make this card tonight, and we're going to make a squirrel card tonight. But it's just so you just get the gist of, you know, it's not just Christmas. And then there's the inside. And then of course we've got a decorated envelope. So let's get started. Put those just to one side. Right, so I'm just going to select. I'm going to use the other. I'm going to use that. I love that one. I'm going to use that one again. And ooh, do I use? I'm going to use that one. You see, they're all. That's not a Christmas one. That's just a plain evening evergreen one. But I wanted a pale one, so that's why I'm going for the Sahara sand one. And they're just so lovely. The little trees. I like the little trees. Now that is like a Christmassy wintry one, but that you can use with anything. In fact, next week I'm going to be using a Stampin' Die set out the annual catalogue, but I'm going to use these papers again just to show you how versatile, and it won't be a Christmas card. But yeah, they're just so lovely. And you get, I believe it's 48 sheets of these 6x6. They're just lovely. That's the new soft succulent in colour, and that the dark background's the evening evergreen, which is what we've already seen. I think we've already seen those, but yeah, so all good fun. So we have 2 pieces of designer series paper. We're going to make we'll make the squirrel first, so I'll put that one to one side. So the squirrel one we're going to make is going to be similar to that one, but not quite. We're going to use different labels for this one. We're going to make it a happy birthday card. Okay, so let's crack on. So the base card, what have I done with them? Oh, I'll tell you. I put it down somewhere, it's like everything else. So the base card we're using for that is Sahara sand. We're going to make it a portrait card. So I'll just get my trimmer. So we're going to make it a portrait card. what I'm going to do is I'm just going to score this fully, the full piece. So I'm scoring it at 10.5 on the portrait side, and I'm cutting it at 14.8 centimetres. Just take my scoring blade out the way. There we go. So basically we've got 2 base cards. Okay, so we need to do some other cutting, unless, just bear with me, I prepared some bits earlier. So we're going for, I've already cut this one, but we're going for a black matte, and this is 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres, that piece of black. Designer series paper, I am going down a size from that one, so I need to be 9.5. Now I'm making sure that my pattern is portrait, so I need to be 9.5 and 13.8. There we go, 13.8 centimetres. So that should layer up nicely on that. So that's what we're going to be working with. Right, I think we're done with that for now. So I'm just going to take a pew. Right, so I can put one of my card blanks to the side. So we've scored this already. Just find my scoring tool. So we're going to just burnish that score line. Okay. So we're going to be popping that on like so, and I'm going to put it on with wet glue. And it won't take long to dry. It is so hot in here tonight. The window's wide open, but I've got to shut the curtains because of the light. And oh, it is unbearable. I'm not very good in heat at the best of times. Oh, we're nearly out. Nearly out. Okie dokie. So that's on, goes on to there like that with a little border around it. And if you want to be a frugal crafter, because we're putting another layer on top, I could have cut out a rectangle in there, so you could have used that for another project. But no, sometimes I do it, so but not tonight. So I'm going to pop this layer on. I might have to get a new glue out. Oh, we're doing all right. So just pop that on there, and then like that. And then just line that up so we've got a small black border. Just makes your front piece pop. Right, so that is the base card. We'll do the inside in a little while, so I'll just pop that to one side. Right, so I need nuts about squirrels, and do you know what I haven't got? I had hidden it. So I've got some basic white, just ordinary cardstock, And I'll just get some blocks. Sorry, the window's open, you can hear everything. You can hear the dogs barking. Right, so we are going to stamp the squirrel. So this, as I say, it's a two-step or two-stage stamp set. And we're going to go with this squirrel. If you can see, I don't know if that light's shining on it, it's this squirrel here. So this is the outline stamp, and then this is the colour stamp. And of course we're going with a red squirrel, so we're using pumpkin pie for the colour. And then here's the little acorn, and we're going to stamp those as well. Now I have prepared one that I've cut out and done earlier, but I'm going to stamp it to show you how we go. And then I thought it would save a little bit of time, so I didn't have to fussy cut the squirrel out. So for the outline, I'm using Memento, black tuxedo Memento. So we just ink the outline stamp up. Oh, I just love this, it's so cute. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So if we just stamp that down, just put a little bit of pressure on. And I have got my clean. I'm going to be a really good girl, and I'm going to clean as I go. So there is the outline. So now we're wanting the colour. So I'll pop him on there. And this is what, I might not get this levelled up very well because you've got to be sort of right over just to line it up, but we'll give it a go. So just ink that stamp up. Now excuse if my head shows. Oh, I haven't inked that up properly. That's better, but now I've got it all down the edge of my stamp. That block, sorry. Okay, so it's a lovely orange. Okay, so I'm just going to try and go in, excuse my head. I'm just going to try and go in and match him up as best I can. There we go. That's not bad considering. So he's just so cute, Mr. Squirrel. Okay, so that's that one done. I'm just going to pop that over. Oh, I'll pop him away because I won't lose him then. So next we need to do the acorn. So we have two little stamps. One is for the bottom of the acorn and one is for the top. So I'll just put that to one side. Right, let me just shut that because otherwise my fingers will be going in it and it'll go everywhere. Right, so the colours we used for the acorn. So for the top we used soft suede. Oh, I thought I'd put my finger in it then. So here we go. Oh, cat hairs. Right, let me see. I'm going to have to bring it down because... There we go. That went better than I thought. So that's that one. And then one up, and then did I say Sahara sand? Did I say it's crumb cake anyway? I'm using not Sahara sand for this bit. It was Sahara soft suede I used for the last one. This one is crumb cake, and this has actually got a cutout for his little hand, so you've really got to line it up well. And it's got like a point at the end. And I can't see. I really can't see. No, it's not brilliant. But it will do. It will do. So that is the squirrel all coloured in. So it's quite an easy, quick and easy stamp set to use, to be honest. So there he is, and because to save time I didn't want you to sit there while I cut him out. There he is. So there's what I prepared earlier. Also, we've got a little leaf stamp. Oops. So just a tiny little leaf, and we need that in. I have used Bumblebee. So I've gone like for the autumnal colours. So if I just, so we've got one Bumblebee. We've got one in cinnamon cider. And then one in cherry cobbler. So instead of putting trying to stamp it in the, oh, there's no hope. Instead of putting gems on, we've got leaves. Just something different. So there we go. Just clean, sorry for the squeak. Okie dokes. So we've got, that's what we've got, and I fussy cut them all out. There isn't a stamp or a punch for the leaves, so I've already cut them out, but just to show you what we've got on that card. So I'm just going to cut I'm using, oops, from the Seasonable Label Dies, I'm using the small label and the next one up. So we've got to say, we're going to make this a birthday card. We're going to use the greetings actually out of Nuts About Squirrels. So we've got what is it? Hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We're also using Hey There. So that one is there. And then we're using Happy Birthday, but I've actually already done the inside, but I will just show you what I've done. So for these labels, I'm just gonna cut. That's one. That's two. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment first. So we're going to do it in black. So we're using Memento Tuxedo Black. So this is Hey There. So we're just going to stamp that in the middle, like so. And then on this one, oh, I tell you, cats came in and sprawled out yesterday afternoon. I couldn't work anywhere. I had one on this desk and one on that desk. It was quite, well, I suppose it's cool on these surfaces. So we've got hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. There we go. So that's those two. Right, so now just put my ink pad away before I get ink everywhere. We're going to bring mini cotton boss machine and the plates. So always stagger your plates, and I'm going to use a little bit of low tack tape just to hold the die in place. So we're just going to put that somewhere there. I'm just going to put that over the corner, pop that at an angle. So we're going to do both of them together. So just let me get a piece of tape. Make sure it's not far off. Oops, I've just moved it. I don't think that's bad. Right, so both sentiments on. That'll be fine. Thought it had moved too much. So just a matter of winding her through. And then there we go. So hey there. Just put my die back over there, otherwise I'll end up losing it. I still haven't found my big scissors from the other week. Don't know what I've done with them. And hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Right, so let's get this card put together. So here's my little leaves that I cut out just before we started. This is the insert I've done, so I stamped the other squirrel this time in the bottom right hand corner and just put happy birthday on there. So I want bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, something like that. Something like that. I'm going to put hey there at the top, and then we're going to put the leaves round. So I'll put the inside on first. Let's see if we've got enough. Oops. Can't get the lid back. Oh, I can't do it one-handed. I'll have to wait. So this, the size of this to go in here is the same size as the piece of black we put at the front, which is 10 by 14.3. Just leaves us a nice little border around. I'm just going to burnish that again just to... Okay, next thing, what did I do with my dimensionals? So this one we're going to have at the bottom in the middle. So I'll put those on, oops, those on like that. So we'll just take those off. She says. Get the faithful tweezers. So roughly like that. We'll put Hey There at the top on dimensionals. Just pop 3 on there. And put that up there. So Mr. Squirrel, we're going to sit him on there. So you've got to think, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there, but we need him raised up here. So just at the sort of the, from midway up to the top, we want dimensionals. So, oops, there we go. I'll put one there, and then I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of glue just on the bottom. Oh, I'm going to say it's nearly run out, and then it comes out all of a sudden. So that is oops. And then I'll just pop him like so. And then we'll put some mini dimensionals on here. So I can see what I'm doing. Right, so I just want, I'm gonna I'm putting these at the end of the leaf because we'll put them sort of like that. So we just need 3 like so. Oh, can't pick that up. Right, and then we'll just put one there. Put one there. And one there. So I'll just move those to one side. Just get rid of my rubbish. So there is card number 1. Hi there, hey there should I say. Hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Happy birthday. I did sneak earlier and I did make an envelope for it. So that is another envelope. So that's that one. So that is your birthday card from your Tidings of Christmas DSP. We'll now go on to our Christmas card. So I'm just gonna get my designer series paper out. Right, so I need to cut my base card, so I'll get my trimmer out again. We're using Evening Evergreen. I'm going to do this I'm going to score it this way, I'm going to do it the opposite way to the other one. So I'm going to score this at 14.8. So that's scored, and then this will make 2 base cards. So 10.5. That's it. So we've got, so I can pick it up. That's 2. Better cut everything else while I think on. I've already cut to size. I had them in my hand a minute ago. So we've got 2 pieces of basic white. One we're going to use the embossing folder on, and one is for the inside of the card. So these both measure 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres. So as I say, one's going to go inside and one's going to go on the outside, and we're going to emboss it. But also we need, just bear with me because I do have my measurements written down. So we need, this is the designer series paper we're using, and we need it horizontally this time. So we need 9.7 centimetres. So 9.7. Just put that to one side. Excuse the children. By 6.5. So we've got, just put those to one side. And that's the designer series paper we need. So next, I'm going to do my die cutting. Now, I used on this card the labels dies from Stitch So Sweetly, and then the scallop die is from the Colour and Contour bundle. I'm still using the Colour and Contour scallop die, but I'm going to use different ones for here and a different sentiment as well. So we'll cut out of Cherry Cobbler the scalloped, it's the second scalloped, I'll just bring them in. So these are the scalloped contour dies, and it's the second one, second largest. That is the one we're going to be using. I'll just find my Cherry Cobbler. That actually, ooh no, it's not quite big enough. So I'm just going to cut this on my big machine just quickly. Right, so that is my Cherry Cobbler, and I've cut that so that will just go in the stitched lines. Don't know if you can, if I lift it up, don't know if you can see or not. It's got stitched, or dots should I say, around the edge, so it just fits in there, so it still shows the dots, which I think is quite sweet. So that is that one. We're going to use, going back to these seasonal label dies, I'm going to use the 2 layering dies like that. So that's what we're going to do. Just something different, same but different, as my upline would say. Right, so the small one wants to be in basic white. So I've got what we stamped, because we need to stamp the sentiment. So the sentiment I am using is From Christmas to Remember, and it's Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. So we'll get that out. And these are the cling stamp sets rather than the photopolymer. So I'll just pop that down. And this time I've got I'm going to stamp it in Cherry Cobbler. So I'm just going to ink up. Just make sure it's well inked. And then we'll go in, I'll go in here. Bit of pressure. Oh, I messed that up. Just bear with me. I'll just stamp that again because I've just got, probably got ink on my hands. There's no hope. No hope. I'll do it here. That's okay. That's fine. I could probably use that and put a gem or something over it. So I'll just pop that away. So that is Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. From Christmas to Remember. Right, so we don't need that at the moment. So I'm going to just die cut. That just fits in there nicely. Just pop that on like that. I'll just pop that through my machine. So there we go. Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. That's in that one. And then I'm going to do the next size up die in the Evening Evergreen to correspond. And I've just got a scrap there. So I'll just cut that. There we go. So that should lay up on that. Like so, just a little different to the last one. Okay, so next, I'm just trying to get everything together. So we need to make the holly. So we need to, I'll get my colours out. So for the holly, I've used Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, and for the berries, Cherry Cobbler. So I'll just get my, whoops, in fact I could use the back side of this, what I made a mess on. Right, so we go to Christmas season and we're going to be using the holly leaf and this to go over the holly leaf as well. So it's that one. Just let me take that off there. So that can go on, she says, that can go on there if it's going to go, that's it. And then on my big block I shall put, stuck to it, don't want to leave. And then the holly berries, which are these, you can tell these are already used because it's stained with the red already. Okay, so the holly leaf we will stamp. I just thought while we've got the stamps out, we'll do the envelope as well. So ink up the holly leaves. I'm just going to go in like that, like so. Just got a bit on that corner, and then holly leaves again. And we're going to go in on the envelope. This is where I find I've done it upside down. So just clean those off. No, we've done it right way around, that's okay. So then, in the evening evergreen, I'll just shut that. In the evening evergreen, just while I think on, we need to stamp it insert as well. Just let me stamp the insert. May as well do all the stamping together. So the insert. So we'll do it from the top again. Like so. Right. That is soft succulent done with. So then we go with the little ferny type stamp, and this is very clever because these are at the same angle as the holly leaves. So just sorry if you get my head, but they're designed to go over the holly like so. So it is very clever. I mean, you could just use this as greenery, just ordinary greenery, on your stamp set, sorry. Otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. That's that one. And then not forgetting the envelope. There we go. So it's just a contrasting colour. The soft succulent is that little bit lighter, and then the evening evergreen just gives it that little pop. So that's those. Just put those to one side. So last but not least is the berries. So these are done in cherry cobbler. So we'll stamp the berries on the envelope. Okay, like so. So that's the envelope done. This is the insert for the card. So that is done, except for the sentiment. We'll do that in a moment. And then just going to ink these up, just stamp them like so, because these are going to be cut out separate because they're going to be layered up. So I just clean those stamps and get rid of my ink before I put my fingers in it. So we'll get our cut and emboss machine again, my mini cut and emboss machine. Layer my plates. Need my dies, it would help. So, and this is from the Seasonal Label Dies that we've been using. This is the holly ones, and you can see they're both together, so it makes it easy to cutting them out. And then the berries, that's all together as well. So let's just So in fact, let me layer these up. Let me line these up. And put some fresh tape on. Just put some tape to hold it down. Don't want it to move. So that's that one. And then the little berries. Oops, stuck to me. So, guessing that should be okay. And then put that down. And just pop her through. Just pop that up. And then, as you can see, I've cut out. Just get rid of my rubbish. There's my berries. Oh yeah, sorry. I cut it out. I thought they were together, but they're not. They're together on the die, but they're cut out individual. I think that's the best I've cut them out, to be honest. It's just a case of getting them lined up. But we're still playing, we're still learning how to use them. Still new. I'll just put my plates away. Right. So we have we got all our elements? All except we need to just stamp a sentiment for the inside. Oh dear, what have I done with it? So, Christmas to remember. We've just used Have a Holly Jolly Christmas for the front. And we'll have Love and Joy come to you and may it last the whole year through. So we'll pop that one, which is there. Just put that onto my... I'd forgotten about the sentiment inside. So I'll just pop that. Oh, I'm going to pop it at an angle. Pop it like that. And we'll do this in Cherry Cobbler. And just ink it up. Looks alright, but I've got a bit of shadow in, so I hope. No, that's fine, it's come out. You can see it's a bit of it's a new ink pad, so it's quite juicy. Just clean that off. Right, so I think that is everything. We can start putting it together. So we just want one of these bases. I'll just pop that one up there. So one of these, just burnish. And we'll stick that in there. Let's hope we've not run out. No, we're still going. I'll be able to do it like that. So we'll just pop that inside. Ah, what haven't we done? What have I done with it? Here we go. So, as I said, oops, this piece that we're putting on the front, we're going to use the new Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to pop that in because we want it landscape. And pop that in like that. Now this won't go through the mini, obviously it's too wide. So I'm just going to have to take it over here because it's a bit, I only like my mini one on there. I have a little place for my large machine. If you just bear with me, I will just pop that through. And I've never been one for embossing folders, I must admit, but I have thought I'd give it a whirl. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's lovely. It's sort of got writing on there that you can sort of make out some words, and then like a weathered effect. It's really nice and it looks really good. I'll just show you. This is a Christmas card I made using it, and I've used the blending brushes just with a bit of colour, and it comes out really nice. I was really impressed. But we're not using blended brushes, we're keeping it white because it's white in the designer series paper, so we're keeping a white. So we'll just pop that down a bit up. There's a bit of Tombow. So just pop that on. It just gives it a little bit of a different appearance rather than being flat card. It's lovely. Right, so I'm going to stick that down, as I say, within the little dots. So I'll just pop that down. And of course we get that little bit of wiggle room as well. We all love a good wiggle. So there we go. And we're going to pop, I glued that one, that's going to get glued down again. Come on, it's nearly run out. So centre that as best as you can. Just hold that down just for a sec, just to make sure it takes. So the sentiment, I'm going to glue this onto here, and then we're going to raise that up with dimensionals. So that onto there. I think that's more or less straight. Get some dimensionals. And just raise that up. Just like so. And centre it as best as you can. Come on, Lorna. It's not bad. And then you can choose where we want. Can't pick them up. So do we go? No, we'll go down this. I don't know why I like it down the bottom edge. So I'll just put one on because I'm going to put. Oh, I've done it wrong. Dough. Just a minute. Let me just pull it off. Start again, Lorna. Start again. This is the end. Done it on. No, I've done it right on there. And then on the berries, I'm using the little dimensionals. If I can get them off. I may as well put another one on onto that. And then we'll put a little bit of glue, because obviously a little bit of the holly leaf is going on where it's raised, so I'll just pop a little bead of, a little bit of glue on the tips. Come on, that's it, that's it. So I'll do the big one first. Somewhere like so. Like so. Do we go that way? I might go like that actually. So that's it. Right, and just to finish off on those berries, a little bit of Winker Stella, just to give it a little bit of glitter, and do it inside as well, just to give it a sparkle. There we go. Just put all my bits away, clean my desk. So that is, have a holly jolly Christmas. Okay, and then that's the envelope we decorated earlier. So I'll just pop those to see what we've done. In fact, I'll pop that one in the middle. So it just goes to show you the designer series paper you don't have to use for Christmas. You can use for any time. I'll say next week I'm going to be using a new bundle from the annual catalogue, and I shall be using the same designer series paper, so there'll be another one. So it is very versatile. So Tidings of Christmas is not just for Christmas. So there we go. Right, I'll just turn you back. Oh, if I can. If I can do it, just bear with me. Oh, what have I done? Oops. Ow. I was doing that the wrong way. There we go. Hot and bothered. It's so hot up here. It's unreal. But never mind. We got through it. We got it done. But no, I've enjoyed that. Making Christmas cards. Don't we just love Christmas? So yeah, we'll be doing a bit of Christmas sort of every month. and then getting nearer Christmas we'll be doing it sort of more often. But yeah, it just goes to show, so you don't have to use Tidings of Christmas for Christmas. So it's all good fun. Right, well, it's about time I went and got a drink. Let's say I'm so hot, but no, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching, lids, and thank you for anybody who's watching on playback. I will upload my video up to YouTube. Might be tonight, might be tomorrow, but yeah, I'll get all that done. And thank you very much. If anybody's interested in having a catalogue, I'll send. We've got the new catalogue, as I say, the new mini catalogue, and the celebration. So if you haven't got a demonstrator and you're interested, please get in touch. You get a hold of me. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Lorna Carter's Creations, and then Teeth into Gear, Lorna Carter's Creations on YouTube as well. So if anybody's interested in any of the products, please don't hesitate. Pop on over to my shop, lornacarter.stampinup.net, and I'd be very grateful. Right, well, thank you very much. Really enjoyed it, even in the heat. I'm going to get a drink now to hydrate. So I'll say good evening. We'll see you tomorrow, lids, and take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.